would like to understand with you today why MediaRhythmics has chosen OVH Cloud to store customers with critical data. So if you could introduce yourself, please, and tell a little bit about what you have done and about MediaRhythmics, please.
So I'm Stéphane Dugelet. I'm the founder and president of MediaRhythmics. I'm also what we call the geek in chief, meaning that I'm still very much involved in all the technical details of the MediaRhythmics platform. MediaRhythmics is a software as a service. We operate in the marketing environment. We provide a software platform to help the brands, media, retailers, to really tackle the very hard issue on the digital marketing, which is how to manage huge volume of data, to make good decisions and to leverage those decisions in many different scenarios in a complex ecosystem. So we are like a nervous system for data marketing. We operate in France and in the UK, in Canada, and we expand currently in other countries.
Nice. And how long have you created this company? It's been a few years now.
Yes, it's a few years now. We have been through more than 2 years of full R&D. This was very interesting as it was really a coding experience, including myself. And after that, we developed the business, and we are on the market now for the last 5 years. So it's 7 years in total. But we're growing very fast in the last 2 years.
How did you come with that idea and took 2 years to develop your specific product?
The origin of the MediaRhythmics project is based on intuition that the level of complexity that is connected to the huge data volume we face in data marketing will need a complete different stack of technology. So if I make a very simple comparison between what was needed yesterday and what is needed today. Yesterday, you could organize your one-to-one marketing based on your profile data, so the information about your clients or their email, their address, maybe the kind of transactions they are doing with your brand. But now it is absolutely necessary to also capture all the behavioral data. So when they have been in your website, even if they are not logged at this moment, when they have been on your mobile application, and the volume of data is a multiple of 1,000. So you need to multiply the quantity of data by 1,000 at least. Mm-hmm. And this is very simple to understand, because if you look at a website, the usual conversion rate of a website is below 1%. It's meaning for 100 visitors, you have only one sale. And during a visit, a person has many touches, but you could simplify and say that there are 10 touches. So 10 touches multiplied by 100 visitors, it gives you the 1,000 factor. And you cannot solve the issue of data marketing with SQL technology or with Salesforce technology, or the historic Salesforce technology. So you need to change the way the cloud manage the large volume of data for data marketing.
Okay, I feel just like you're showing the market that it's possible to bring an alternative to the large competitors right now. Okay, yeah. I get the idea. I feel like we have something in common here with OVH. So when you decided to have this business and to launch this business, what were the challenges you have to face?
So the key challenges, if we focus on on the technical part and on the hardware and the hosting, is that we were not able to leverage existing database engine because we had to develop our own database engine. So this is based on open source solutions, but basically we have built something very different based on a different open source project, and we absolutely needed to have bare metal performance because when we tried to operate MediaRhythmix on virtual machines or even on different clouds, it was not working very well. It was the performance was poor. We are poor. Quite rapidly in the project, we decided we wanted to switch to a new kind of cloud provider that could help us both in the performance and in the scale, because we have many different machines and we want to operate in different countries. And this was the moment where we met OVH and we started to work with OVH. And it is very important for us to be able to leverage both bare metal infrastructure, so really infrastructure as a service, with more packaged service that we use also, but we could find this kind of service maybe elsewhere. But really for the core of the platform, we absolutely need to have the performance that OVH is able to provide. Yes, it goes beyond the technical performance, and it's a role. It's about how we do a good business with this kind of solution. And there is also one important aspect in my mind, which is we share the same values with OVH. So beyond the fact that, of course, we have very good performance and in terms of return on investments, it's very interesting. We share the same values that we absolutely need to show the rest of the world that it is possible to compete with the big platforms.
What would be the other challenges you have? You have the performance. I guess maybe you have something around the data privacy, according to the market you are looking to, you wanted to reach with MediaRhythmix.
Yeah. Obviously, this is we have a regulatory constraint requirements within MediaRhythmix because as the results of operation, we store a lot of user data in our platform. So it's not the data owned by MediaRhythmix; it is the data owned by our clients. But this is a very strong responsibility for us to be sure that we comply as a data processor with GDPR regulation in Europe, PIPEDA in Canada, and the new regulation in the rest of the world. And the idea of the data governance is really something strong also within the top management of our clients, because we didn't mention that, but we work for big companies with big names, very strong brands, and they are concerned by how the data that we manage for them is stored, where it is stored, and yes, this is more comfortable to work with OVH in Europe because OVH is not in competition, for example, with the retailers, whereas Amazon is in competition with all retailers in Europe. It's easier to work with OVH than Google, but Google is in competition with everyone in Europe, even the media. So, yes, obviously the fact that we work for strong brands put a pressure on the data privacy and data governance, and this is a sweet spot also for relationship with OVH.
And maybe another point, it's you are growing quite fast, and I hope you will grow even faster. And there's maybe another point: the scalability, the capacity to have more servers, in your case, more hosting services to reach new customers.
Yes, what we like. also very much is the reactivity of OVH, because we, as you mentioned, as we grow, we need to create new what we call data farms. So data farms for us is a unit of compute storage that we need to pop up. Every time you open a country, we have only 1 or 2 data farms, and a data farm is quite a number of servers to operate in a short period of time, and it's very interesting to be able to operate with OVH on this aspect, because we can pop up a new data farm in a few days. So my salespeople are very comfortable when we discuss with prospect in Asia or in South America and even in North America, because they know that if they are ready to sell something, we'll be able to operate quite rapidly and to follow the process the same. And it's not, we are not talking about virtual machines, because it could be very easy in any cloud to pop up new virtual machines in a data center. We are really talking about a bare metal, a very performant bare metal that is often very customized by OVH. So yes, this is very cool to be able to do that.
It's interesting because we have here a company that's it's really on the coding. Coding is key on this company, and still this company, your company, want to be in control of all the layers and not just say let's use a ready to use product, but after maybe it will not so easy to be in control of the performance. So you have decided to start from a basic IS server on the from the hardware level. You want to be in full control in order to have the best price and best performance for your customers. So in that way, it's really interesting story. As I feel, it's the OVH Cloud brings you the best performance for your market and the best price performance for your market.
Yeah, I totally agree, and this is more than that. This is strategic vision. I know that some startups are doing well, coding on top packaged services that are provided by Google or Salesforce or Azure. But less for Azure, but if I take, for example, Google, we have some competitors that are doing quite a good job by building a solution on top of BigQuery, on top of GCP, on top of very packaged services. This is not the way we wanted to create MediaRhythmics, because we want to create also some intellectual property. Because if you are only doing some code on top of existing packaged blocks, the question is, how are you going to differentiate in 1 year, in 2 years, when you have to face a new gap, a new scale, a new performance, and at the end of the day, a large part of the value is captured by the packaged services. If it is a part of a strategy where you start this way because you need to go fast on the market, but you have in mind that at some point you will need to replace the things you chose at the moment because it was easier. Yes, maybe. This is partly what we've done, even if, yes, I must admit that from the beginning, we started really to go on the hard road and to get only the bare metal and the disk and the network services, not playing with Kubernetes, not playing with BigQuery, not playing with this kind of technology, because we wanted to be sure that we create a strong intellectual property. And yeah, this is a different strategic path. I feel like if you want to create a strong asset within the company, and to face new issues, new transformation. For example, in the data marketing today, there is a strong transformation because third-party cookies, mobile ID in advertising are are planned to disappear. So we know that in 1 year from now, we will need to do different. Yes, I prefer to be in my situation.
Yes, I agree, and thank you for this clarification. That I do understand now your choice. So, if I sum up a little bit, you have chosen OVH Cloud because of we provide servers, hardware, and then you can be in control on the rest. We have talked about the performances. We have talked about a little bit about security. Did you benchmark us with other competitors?
Yes, we benchmark with other competitors, and this is really normal that we continue to benchmark. So when we have chosen OVH, so I think it was in 2015. We did a comparison with Azure, because Azure is maybe the only in our industry where we do marketing. It's very complex to work with Amazon and Google, because they are themselves the competitors of our clients, so forbidden. So we did a benchmark with Azure, and we continue to have some services within Azure to have a dual hosting. I would say that something like 80% or maybe even more is moving OVH, and the rest is with Azure. But it is also a way for us to mitigate the risk and to be able to know how the competition is going.
Understand. And what about the OVH services? You have mentioned a few of them. How the services reinforce you in your choice?
I mean, the first level of services the services that we value the more is around security. And to share with you, we had a DDoS attack yesterday.
Oh, really?
It was a very strong DDoS attack. It was the first one that basically was so strong that our load balancers were completely overcrowded, and the OVH security team helped us to mitigate the issue, and we installed very rapidly new load balancers. So we had a disruption in the service, but I mean, it was impossible not to do that because it was really huge. And yes, we leveraged the competencies of OVH in this situation. And if we were alone, or even if we were, I don't know how it works with other systems, but I feel like we had a lot of chance yesterday to find this together. And then there is the day-to-day support from OVH, because we have many servers. We transfer the server because we want also to get new machines, to depreciate the old ones. So we have a flow. We have a continuous flow of operation with OVH between the new data farm that we create and the server we depreciate. This is really a continuous work, and we have a very good support for that. So, but, I'm not sure. I'm sure of the contrary that it won't be the same with large clouds like Azure, for example.
So, what would be the key achievements and benefits you have gained from having your infrastructure in OVH?
I would say it's the if I summarize what we discussed about the performance, the pricing, the agility, also to the openness, because I think on both sides there are strong technical skills, and we are very open to share and to be sure that we find the best solution, and I think it's fair. I like the idea that we have a fair relationship based on the true value. Because I mean, we are certainly one of the very interesting clients because we have a big deal with you, but it's okay. It's fair because we know that you do the best, and we know that we use a lot of power within OVH, and this is very important to have this close relationship and this idea that we absolutely need to pay for what you have, but we work together to get the best for what we pay. And this is not for. I'm not sure that we will get this kind of reassurance with another company or another cloud provider.
Okay.
Because the structure, the reactivity, the agility, even the pricing is not decided within your scope. It is decided maybe in Cupertino or maybe in Redmond, and we don't want to have this kind of discussions. We want to be very reactive with our cloud provider.
Yes, and your company is doing very well, and I'm always impressed how you can reach few large companies. If you can mention a few of them.
Yes, of course. So we work for companies that American people like to call blue chips because they are very well known. They are big brands and they have very strong impact on the market. So we work both for retailers and on media. And if we talk about retailers, we work in France with Cdiscount, with La Fnac, for La Fnac Darty. We work also with all the brands of the family Mullier, so Auchan, Decathlon, Kiabi, Noroto. Donc it's very huge a project with many different brands. We work also with Casino. And we work also with smaller retailers. I mean, we work also for Cheers or for Showroom Privé, so we like also a smaller player. And in the media, we also work for TVs. I mean, this is quite new, but we work for TVs. We work for Channel 4 in the UK. We work for France Télévisions in France. And we've won another TV channel we cannot disclose yet in France also. We work in Canada with La Presse, so another media. So yes, we are very strong and we are very happy to have this kind of clients because it shows that we have the right product. We have the right solution. So if a brand faces strong issues regarding the management of data in the context of data marketing, I feel like we have some proven experience that we did the job.
What can you say to the market, to people that now are starting their business on right now?
I have often the question about our cloud providers, and people are very eager to understand why we have chosen OVH. And it's funny because it will depend on the interlocutors. So if you talk to an IT manager in a very big corporate, so with a very big IT department, they are quite happy with OVH because this is a French company. This is you have this idea of the data governance, and so we don't face many questions and issues. It's the discussion that are maybe the more challenging are with the younger. So the people creating startups, and because I'm in contact with many startup projects, I want to share experience with us, maybe a very small project, and sometimes they have a ready-made image that yes, the true performance is with Google and on Amazon and Azure, and there is some French bashing that says, okay, is it possible to do that if you are French? And I show them basically, and I show them that we do, and yes, and then they come back to me and say, okay, maybe I should try. You convince me because it's possible. And really, I'm very happy to participate in this session because what we need to do, all together, OVH, MediaRhythmics, and all the European startup, is to break this ready-made image in the younger generation that technology is always better coming from abroad, and that we can do very strong techno, and maybe we should, for many different reasons, better work with European techno.
It's been really a pleasure to have this conversation with you. We have 5 minutes for people we want to address questions